Hey everybody, welcome back to TechOdyssey. So today I'm here to talk about Microsoft's brand new Microsoft Surface Duo. You may have seen some of the videos, the unboxings that have come out on YouTube in the last day or two. You may have seen the keynote presentation and some of the other multimedia that's come out. It looks really interesting. I mean, hey, it's got two screens on it. They're OLED panels. It folds, it opens, it closes. It has Windows stuff on it. So if you like Windows, if you like productivity, if you like having a large workspace and kind of a portable Microsoft Surface at the palm of your hands, then this might be something you're interested in. But I've got another unique way to look at this because, I mean, let's face it, it's a productivity device. It's geared towards enterprise. Some people could even say that it's designed to be the new BlackBerry. And that's something I want to explore in this video. But before we get into that, I do want to say if this is your first time stopping by the channel, I appreciate you being here. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. Let's talk about the Surface Duo. All right, Microsoft Surface Duo. Of course, this is a professional device. This is not something that's geared towards your average everyday consumer. If it were, it'd probably be more colorful, it would be more widely available, and it would be at a much lower price point. I've talked to a couple people that are really interested in this device, and this is words from them. Because I tried to explain to them, I have hangups over it, it's $1,400, $1,399 plus tax. And it's got some older specs in it. We're talking Snapdragon 855 with 6 gigabytes of RAM, older series LDDR4 memory, older UFS storage. It's got one camera on the outside of it, no waterproof, no wireless charging. So there's a lot of stuff that's really not in there for $1,400. But if you look at it from the perspective of being a work tool and being a super awesome multitasking device, but also a phone, it's not really so much a phone first, it's a communications tool and platform and multitasking device that can make phone calls. So you can see where this probably checks a lot of boxes in the professional world. Me, as an attorney, this thing would be great. I could, especially when it has the Microsoft Suite compatibility, it has all the cool Surface features on it, has the, the Surface Pen support. So if I go into the courtroom, I can pull up the docket, I can look at stuff on my case files. There's a lot of real-world applicability for this that I would much rather have, and I'm not having to carry around a briefcase, I'm not having to carry a laptop. It's really nice because if you go to the courthouse, you got to go through security, you got to carry all that stuff, you got to sit in the courtroom. This right here is a one-stop shop. If you are an accountant or a CPA and you want to be able to pull up all your spreadsheets and your tax stuff. If you are a doctor and you want to be able to pull up all sorts of different files, different patient stuff, maybe look at images. The large screens on here with the seamless double screen with a hinge and then kind of minimal bezels is really ideal for a lot of stuff. If you deal with contracts, you deal with paperwork. There are so many different things that you could use this for that it's not like, hey, let me play Boom Beach and Fortnite. That's not what it's for. This is designed to give people essentially a Microsoft Surface in their pocket, but they can still make phone calls. You can use all the Microsoft suite. You can use Duo if you want. You can use Microsoft Teams. You can use Slack. You can do all sorts of collaboration stuff. So this is really designed to be like a super communications tool. And that's really what BlackBerry was from the outset. Instead of using a T9 keyboard, having to hand jam the numbers multiple times to get the letters that you wanted, you had a fully functional QWERTY keyboard. And then it just got better and better and better over time. And it was a ultimate communications device. You had BBM, you had your BlackBerry security on there. So I have no doubt that Microsoft teaming up with Android will make this very secure. It should be a secure device. That's not something I'm really worried about. And it should also have regular security updates. Microsoft is pretty good with security, especially all their underlying architecture stuff into their software and their apps. It's really good. So you've got security, you've got productivity because you've got the Microsoft Suite. You have multiple ways that you can type because you can flip it up and you can use the bottom side of it like a fully functional keyboard, or you can use it with just your thumbs. So there's a lot of different ways that you can look at this. Or you can use a Surface Pen as well and interact with it that way. So there's a lot of ways that this is trying to move into the same space and offer very forward-thinking communication solutions along with productivity for professionals. And we haven't seen something like this in a while. Everything has been, all right, we're going to take this iPhone and then we're going to load stuff on it. We're going to take this Android, we're going to load stuff on it. Here, take your company phone, you have your personal phone, you have your laptop, you have your tablet, even in some instances. So this is kind of geared towards being a one-stop shop, ultimate productivity device with multitasking features out the rear that allows you to do everything on the go. And that, to me, is where I think the rubber meets the road, and this is going to get traction, because whenever you have somebody that charges $200, $300, $400, $500 for a billable hour, and then they can sit there and they can save hours, they can save time, they can not have to carry around all that other stuff, and they can be super productive on the go, I think that is a winning ticket, even though it's expensive. Because when you have people that work at the executive level in these agencies and these professional corporate environments, time is money. So the more time you can save, the more money it is that you're going to be able to make somewhere else or save somewhere else. And you can get that by just diving in with this one device instead of having 2 or 3 devices. You could be like, here, you're brand new, here's your Surface Duo. We don't issue out laptops anymore. We've got these computers here at work. You can use your laptop at home if you need to. And hey, even with this, you can check in remotely. So I think that there's a lot of different ways that Microsoft can leverage this, and it's definitely going to be something that's going to be around for a while. And I definitely think that there's something to it whenever people say, hey, this is a new BlackBerry, because that's what people think about when they think about productivity. They think about something that is issued by work. They think about something like this in a productivity form where, you know, looking at it, it's a communications and multitasking device and not just something where you can use social media and use it as a traditional phone. Although you can still do those things, which is something that's nice and makes it even more leverageable, because you can be doing all your stuff and still have Google Hangouts or Google Chat, whatever it's switching to now. You can have Instagram, you can have all your cool stuff on there because it's a fully functioning phone. It's also multimedia capable because it's built on Android, and then you get the Microsoft productivity stuff as well. So I think it's a win-win. Do I think it's for me? Maybe, maybe not. It's a little expensive. I'll probably get one later on down the road when like the Gen 2 comes out, if they come out with a little bit less expensive one, just because I don't need something all the time that's that large. I mean, I have my Note 20 Ultra, which I really like a lot, and I can use it with one hand. It has a stylus already, so I'm happy with my Z Flip and I'm happy with my Note. I don't necessarily want to dive into the Duo world, but it looks sharp. I mean, it looks really good. And I think it's going to be impressive, and I think people are going to like it, and it's going to drive a lot of this enthusiasm toward this new type of strategy that Microsoft is engaging in and giving us this great productivity device that I think is going to be just very well integrated into the rest of the Surface lineup. So yeah, I definitely see it when people say that this is a new BlackBerry, but with onward mobility, we're going to get a new BlackBerry in 2021, and I cannot wait. That's probably when I'll get one of these. I'm going to get that new BlackBerry, and then I might get this too, and then I can do some comparison stuff so we can look and see, really in 2021, who is the real BlackBerry and which one does it better? Or can they both operate in the same space? So that's all I've got in this video. Hopefully this has given you some insight, some thought process into it, because yeah, it has some outdated specs, and I didn't want to dive into the weeds too much in that because BlackBerry's never been about specs. Productivity really doesn't have a spec price point on it, because as long as it works, it works. That's like looking at Apple. Nobody talks about the specs. They just say it does this and it does that. I think the Microsoft Surface Duo is going to work really well. I'm not going to dive into the weeds and go, oh yeah, this, that, and that. It's not geared towards people who are looking to spend $500 to $700 on a phone. This is designed for business professionals, for the enterprise world, and for people who need to get a lot of stuff done on the road and don't want to be carrying around a tablet, a Surface, a laptop, and a phone. And this is kind of going to check some of those boxes and be really good in that area. So that's all I've got. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell. If you have any questions, I'm always here for that. I'll leave them in the comment section. I'll get back with you. And as always, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.